going. Never wanted the easy path.
The dead of the Emerald Enclave. They lay here ever since their war against Ketheric Thorn.
Is that right? I thought he had better sense. Quickly.
With haste.
She was a healer, trying to aid the wounded in the battle against the Sharans. But there were so many.
Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people. Or not hard enough. I've failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched.
I'm sure you're perfectly delightful. I can't talk right now.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here. We're close. I can feel...
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Moonrise Towers lies ahead. We're nearing the heart of the Absolute. I'm certain of it.
Then let us push forward, heads high, weapons in hand, and turn this tower to rubble.
Your confidence is encouraging, but a little premature. Let's keep our eyes on the task ahead. Or...
I have no time for small talk.
His thoughts invade your own, probing.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news?
which will make the pleasure of overcoming them all the more potent. There can be no doubt. There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret
Another
of the
true soul.
Absolute.
The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
Where do you hail from?
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are.
Memories flood back of a Cambion named Florenta you knew in the Hells. The closest thing you had to a friend.
Told me to look out for a one-horned tiefling with an infernal engine blazing out of her chest. Then, she handed me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed. You know what devil folk are like. No point in trying to guess at why they do anything. Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside. Didn't need to. Your one, Flo, did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now. Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design.
Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know. You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand.
I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern tree. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Damn thing in there.
Men too. It's true soul business, not for us.
Watch your back.
Is that blood? No,
Chosen's
never mind.
blood. Now that would be a prize sum. Araj O'Blordra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? As it should be. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I suppose you have a point.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. Tremors. Like a child at
What a day.
Still breathing, despite everything.
felt like prey in many moons.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Iraj. If only he had gone further. Tremors. Like a child at her first idiotry.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Dissaring Valley. And the Dreamscape.
Same as me.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
I'm checking again.
You won't land us on the hook in there with them. Brothers, sister,
Enough. Just leave the bloody true souls to their business.
And what's to say they couldn't be us? They say the general rewards them as serving well.
And what about them who hang around this door like a bad smell?
We are each of us threads in her design. Those we once called monsters.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Disarin Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer.
Smile, girl.
Eventually.
We're among friends. Too damn friendly, you ask me. God's fearing folk ought to be more fearful. Why not join this Absolute? See what all the fuss is about. I'll stick with the monster I know, thanks.
That's a stone bloody wall. Have a taste if you don't believe us.
And gut every last one of these
Right.
cultists.
Sister.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away.
I never
Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled.
You did.
At least for a while.
To you fully formed.
I know better than to indulge every craving shadow heart.
Of many hearts.
But when the time is right,
One soul.
the Absolutists will feel the
Of
sting
many
of my
thoughts.
blade.
One mind.
What path lies before me?
To stand this close to her power. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Disarin Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually. That bugbear keeps looking over. I'll feed him his own loincloth.
These are our allies, Erna. I'll handle the diplomacy. You just keep
If
looking.
you're hearing things, maybe we ought to send you back to the war camp.
Please. Now's hardly the time.
Don't blame me for wanting to steer clear. Some truly gruesome swords gathered down there.
senseless murder. The cat ignores you, but her eyes stray to a small tunnel hidden in the wall. The message is clear. Stay if you wish, but she will flee at a moment's notice.
I want to have a word.
No time for chat just now.
And what's to say they couldn't be us?
Sister.
They say the general wants them to serve him well.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpoles squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Zarel's mind is a steel trap, but you cautiously ease your way in. You just need to shift her focus a little.
I'm being unkind. Anyone might have struggled with such imperfect tools. Goblins are prone to failure.
Yes. It's the goblins' fault. They failed you, General. Not me.
General?
Take Minthara below. Someone will have to consider her fate.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess. And the goblins, General?
You, true soul. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Praise the Absolute!
Faith without action is anemic, sickly. In a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
Your merciful streak will be the death of us one day. Let's hope Zarel won't be too angry.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We
must learn what fuels his power.
Remember your place, child. The true souls stand above you, and I above them. Your role in her design is to serve those who bring it into being. In her name.
The General has withdrawn to his chapel above. He's not to be disturbed.
Not a good time.
Ensure that the moon lanterns outside are maintained.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone. Even excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself. Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. I see you've been rejected in the past. Do not worry. The Absolute loves you, and that is all that truly matters. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. By serving General Thorm, I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation. I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at nothing. She carries no parasite. But you've spent too long reading people not to see what's behind her eyes. Scorn, stark behind her mask of deference.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn.
So this is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Now's not a good time. My hands are full.
That's curious.
What's in here?
That's curious.
These boots have seen everything.
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort. A ritual circle. Judging by the shadow sigils inscribed, it was used in the creation of Balthazar's moon lanterns. Though its power is weakened, you could still use the shattered pixies Balthazar discarded to craft one final lantern. Not to repel the shadows, but to wield them. Mystra forbids the use of such magic. She would insist the sigils be destroyed, the circle's evil dissipated. But she is not here, and you are. It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether. For the briefest moment, you feel the touch of a reassuring hand on your shoulder. Mystra has noted your service.
That's Mistress Pat. She's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. True enough. And somehow I doubt that's an order Mystra will be willing to rescind, no matter how many times I impress her. The stakes are simply too high. Strange, though, that she would reward me for such a service now. She's hardly been forthcoming on that front since my banishment. Perhaps I'm overthinking things. A blessing's a blessing, and this one should come in most useful.
This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
Night Song. Not exactly a name I'd associate with the Absolute.
If we can find it, perhaps we can use it to destroy Ketheric.
First we need to find it. Something that valuable won't be sitting on a shelf somewhere.
Now's not a good time. My hands are full.
Even stripped of flesh, the Warhound is formidable. And then it hesitates, gleaming muzzle sampling your scent as if in recognition. The dog relaxes, as if reassured by your observance of protocol. It turns away and utterly ignores you, as it would any lowly foot soldier.
If you desire conversation, please do find someone else.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
unblinking eyes fix upon you.
The dance macabre.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Smoky, unblinking eyes fix upon you. Warily, it watches you approach. There's no flesh or fur to scratch at, only bone and cold metal. But it seems the touch is enough, and for a moment the undead beast is just another dog, happily wagging its tail.
Cute.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
What's that?
Keep a blade close.
No time to rest. Another step.
Whatever's dripping from the walls is alive. Organic, anyway.
Tremors. Like a child at first bleeding.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
No! Pull away! Pull away!
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Keep your hands to yourself. Every last crevice of this tower could be infected.
Busy times. Maybe later.
Not if you keep them lips clamped together.
First in my heart.
I'm sure you're perfectly delightful. I can't talk right now. What now? Sydney.
Let's move. The Absolute calls us all to her design.
Well, hello.
Your family. Never a dull moment. Eventually.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
She belongs to everyone.
Of many hearts.
That's the point.
A little saliva from the wound. Saving that.
lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Just focus on the glory to come, yeah? Absolute's picking a fight with the whole damn coast. Aye. I suppose.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Dissarin Valley.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. The dreams came.
Let's.
My brothers had the dreams too.
At least things have stayed interesting.
They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all.
Just have to keep going.
Your family will answer. Eventually.
No time for chat just now.
Christ, Minthara. A blemish in the Absolute's design. We will cleanse you. You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Blood.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
The drow reaches out to you psychically, connecting with you for a moment. She is infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again. We are erasing her. No, this is our duty.
Peace, sister. Let us observe the true soul's methods. Perhaps we can learn from them. Her mind is yours. Break it.
Immediately, your mind is swept into a greater vortex. A psionic storm with Minthara at its center.
Hide
Her torturers are not dominating her. They are destroying her mental defenses and exposing her to something else. The Absolute. Navigating the storm, you reach the nexus of her mind. It is a wound, bleeding raw emotion and shattered memories. But she senses your arrival.
So it is you who will end me. Make it swift, then. Anything to silence that thing. That voice. But first, let's make these bastards bleed!
Her mind fills with warmth, and she gently releases you.
Impossible. She was broken.
Survival is all that matters.
I didn't think anyone would come for me, erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer. Agreed. Lead the way.
Very well.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. You avoided a fight this time, but bullying your way out...
You really do have a way with words.
Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods, won't I? You're mistaken, surely. I am not. But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience? And not a single one came back down from the tower top. Must have been unworthy. It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here. You'll find it all the harder once you're off the march. If you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter, you don't know me at all. Oh, the prisoners could be your bearers.
Defender of the people.